Anybody who's given the war on terror any thought knows that it's mostly because of our goddamn cops are so dumb. That's obvious. I try to just go past that, bigger fish to fry. Why are they so goddamn dumb? Police have this thing called jurisdiction, which means they don't enforce the law outside their area of responsibility. If they did that, they'd be no different from any other vigilante. And there's a couple things. Why would you let corporate commit crimes against the state and cover them up behind 40 G's worth of local baloney? Franklin Delano Roosevelt's New Deal was written in 1933 so Wall Street would stop jumping out of skyscrapers, not because they inherited divine right from the Great Depression. Congratulations, you've done a terrible job. So the idea is around Vietnam, corporate started getting real uppity. Oh, more power! They were like, screw it, we're just gonna sell the media out to the highest bidder. And what are you gonna do about it, Washington, besides lose your re-election? But on the same token, I've been writing to the CIA for 8 years. I've met enough people from the sheriff's office and the police department to know that none of the ones that I've met would be capable of working with anyone dumb enough to keep doing this for 8 years. I called the hospital one time and I was like, look, I know you ripped off the insurance company, and they swatted me. They called the sheriff through a corporate proxy and told him I was polishing my guns and all. The sheriff rolls up to 12 deep. What's going on there, Mr. Smith? I heard you're polishing your gun. The video's on my page, but long story short, I was like, yeah, you know, it's a shell game where they commit crimes against the state and point the finger. Well, it's all the way over there, jurisdiction. Nothing we can do about all the way over there. Well, the corporation's canonized in the New Testament by St. Paul. Like, that would be the source of their immunity, their infallibility. So if they're just shitting all over the church and acting like a bunch of fucking Muslims, talk about corporate policy. Corporate policy says if it's worth more money, they have to do it. They have to compete. But there has to be a limit to what a man is willing to do to survive, let alone make a buck. And that's worth money. It's called religion. You don't just get started on my people act like we had some kind of arrangement all these years behind my back. And then when I find out about it, not only do I already know it's baloney, you've already killed a bunch of my people. When I was 3 years old, somebody lost a bet gambling on the preschool Olympics. And ever since, I've had homos and fucking retards pointing their finger. They lose again and again. And they just take their sweet ass time making up some excuse not to pay. It's a deadbeat zombie apocalypse. Once you get started, it's like, oh, well, now, like, that's really terrible. Now I got people actually hating me. They came all the way out here and put this sweet girl up to staging a violent conflict. And I'm like, don't be so fucking stupid. Did you see it? You're not at all worried about her? You people are fucking idiots. Deducing from what I know of UN population credit, I presume the New Deal makes it so that Wall Street can just go bust and rely on our population. Long as Wall Street's broke, we all got a price on our heads. What Roosevelt failed to consider is that the reason the FBI was founded in the first place is because Congress no longer foresaw a need to fully deploy the U.S. cavalry on American soil. But the Treasury remains solvent, or we muster. It's in the charter. You're still here. We're still here. Treasury must be solvent. Elementary, my dear Watson.